so Sean was asking. So this proclamation by the office of the mayor in the city of Fitchburg reads, whereas the city of Fitchburg incorporated from a town to a city on April 26, 1983, combining the best of city and country life with its urban neighbors, family farms, rolling hills, and environmental corridors, offering scenic views of Dane County landscape and Wisconsin state capital. And whereas the city of Fitchburg has grown from a population of 12,000 in 1983 to 27,936 residents in 2017 and is the third largest city in Dane County. And whereas Fitchburg has evolved from a bedroom community of Madison to a full-service city with more than 750 businesses, ranging from global companies like Promega Corporation to small businesses like Platypus Technologies. And whereas Fitchburg's residential and business growth has expanded its tax base from $325 million to $3 billion with a current budget of $40 million, along with its commitment to financial planning and management, have helped lead to a AA1 bond rating. And whereas Fitchburg has become known as the bike hub of Dane County and is recognized with a silver bike-friendly community designation by the League of American Bicyclists, with the crossroads of Military Ridge, Capital City, and Badger State bike trails connecting us with our neighboring communities. And whereas Fitchburg is home to the Kids Crossing Dream Park and a variety of festivals and events, including Burby Derby, Festa Italia, Capital City Jazz Fest, concerts in the park, Susan G. Komen Race for the Cure, Agora Art Fair, Bike for Boys and Girls Club, Fitchburg Center Farms and Market, Fitchburg Days, and Hickory Knoll horse driving that add to a quality of life of our community. And whereas Fitchburg continues to develop into a full-service community by investing in its first ever public library, splash pad, and Lacey Road US Highway 14 interchange. Now therefore, be it resolved that the city of Fitchburg celebrates its 35th anniversary as a city and recognizes its commitment to the diversity of its citizens and businesses while it continues to build a community where people can live, work, and play. On that note, I would like to introduce some of our guests here. We, historically, I'll just put this for everyone to know, Edward Laframboise was mayor from 1983 to 1985. He was Fitchburg's first mayor and town chair. He served as town chair from 1981 to 1983. Jeannie Seeley, to my right here, was one of the first female mayors in the state of Wisconsin, and she was our second mayor, serving from 1985 to 1988. She was also a member of the town board when Fitchburg became a city, elected to the first city council, second mayor, and first woman mayor in our city. Next, Charles Uphoff, who was interim mayor for a period in 1988 while Jenny Seeley left during her second term to work with newly elected Dane County Executive Rip Phelps, so she was doing work on behalf of the whole county at that time. Mr. Uphoff was succeeded by Tom Kapp from 1988 to 1991, and then Francis Huntley Cooper was mayor from 1991 to 1993, Wisconsin's first and only African-American mayor elected to office, alder for 4 years from 1987 to 1991, and council president from 1990. Doug Morissette was mayor from 1993 through 1999 and town chair from 1975 to 1981. Mayor Mark Vivian served from 1999 to 2003. He was also an alder for 8 years from 1991 to 1999. Tom Clowder was mayor from 2003 to 2009 after serving for over 2 decades as a Fitchburg police officer, as well as currently serving as an alder. Mayor Jay Allen served from 2009 to 2011 and almost 16 years as an alder and also served as council president. Sean Pfaff, mayor, served from 2011 to 2015 for 2 terms. He was an alder for 3 years from 2009 to 2011 and like many before had served on committees or commissions in the city. Also, my predecessor, Steve Arnold, was mayor from 2015 to 2017 and was an alder for 10 years prior. First of all, I'd like to give all these individuals a round of applause for all the years of service they've given to our city. And I would also highlight that one of the things that is great about our city is the diversity both in age, gender, and in racial makeup and socioeconomic makeup. And we've seen that in our mayors, having one of the first women mayors in this, the state and the city, having one of the first African-American mayors in the state. and the second Latino mayor in the state, second Latina, first Latina alder this last year as well. So we're a city, though we're really young, we've made great strides in our inclusion of everyone here. And on behalf of the city, I want to thank you all for coming, and I hope you enjoy the cake we got from, is it from Hy-Vee, Lisa? All right, from Hy-Vee. We can thank Sean for that, for Hy-Vee. There's a glare, so we gotta come over here. Oh, we can do yours from when you serve. Yeah, a little bit of yours you serve. Go over. You gotta come. You gotta come over here. Jay's gotta come over. You were after you did that, right? So was Tom. You're gonna come over here. We're doing this in order of. Or you want? Right here. You know your order. You slide over just in front of me here and say. So next time. I'm going to pass the microphone down the line here to see if anyone wants to say a few words. Start with Mayor Pfaff.
I'll just say very briefly thank you to the alders and the mayor that's serving. It is not an easy job. Thank you for doing it. I first came to Fitchburg 2004. People said, what's that? What kind of community is it? 2008, one of my first times, I testified in support of the library. We're becoming a community. It isn't always easy, but Fitchburg is a fantastic place. As Jason said, the diversity here is incredible, and our location is second to none. So thank you for letting me serve. I do watch you once in a while on TV, and I rather watch the Brewers, I got to be honest. But anyway. Bucks are on the night. Jay, go ahead.
Well, it's been an honor to serve this city. I moved here in 1985 from Milwaukee, and from almost the time I moved here, I got involved in different things in the city, continuing even now after I'm not in office anymore, running our community festival, Fitchburg Days, which is coming up in 3 weeks, by the way. But this is a great city, and the way it's grown over the years has been really something to watch. And with almost 20 years in government and 30 years volunteering and other things, watching how the city has grown, it's something to be proud of. And the community we've built here is really good, and I look forward to seeing what's going to happen in the future.
I think I want to say, first of all, thank you to all the citizens for the confidence in myself and being mayor and came back to be alderman. Don't ask me why about that. Don't ask me why. But I started back about 1976. I was hired as a police officer over the desk at the town hall, the old town hall on Fish Hatchery Road. At that time, it was a town board. And I can remember looking into like Leo Lacey's eyes and a few others, and I was hired over a desk. And from there, I built a house in the city, raised 2 daughters, and life goes on. But it's a great community, and I thank all these mayors up here because, you know what, it's not an easy job. And not only that, it doesn't pay well.
I appreciate the recognition, also appreciate the support and opportunity to be a mayor. I think that's something to be said. I also want to recognize that there's been many people on committees and commissions and numerous people on serving on our city councils, past and present, that also should be recognized. And again, thank you very much. I'll pass the mic.
Good job. I will echo what Tom said and others have referenced, is that it's been a pleasure to serve this community as your elected official. And as everybody pointed out, it's not an easy job. And all of you folks that are serving on committees and commissions and whatever have a tough road to go. And nothing stays the same. That's one thing you got to recognize, is that we make lots of changes in this community, and it happens almost on a daily basis. But we have a tremendous Fitchburg community staff, and you older people are doing a great job, and the mayor is doing great, and I just compliment everyone. I would be remiss not to say is my thanks to the citizens of Fitchburg for supporting me. Thank you.
Thank you. I want to thank the current mayor and city council for having this event and recognize it. When I first got on the town board, and Tom Clowder was a young cop, and then, yeah, and Doug Morissette was a young town chairman. So, you know, it was 35 years ago. So it was a wonderful experience working. I think it was 6 years I was elected official in Fitchburg, and loved every minute of it. It's not always easy, but the people are great, and I'm so proud to see what Fitchburg has become, and especially a library. There's the librarian there, happy to see all these wonderful things happening, so thank you.
Again, I'd like to thank everyone who continues to serve, even, I forgot to say, Mark's still serving as a Parks Commissioner. He just couldn't get enough, so I just put him back on there, reappointed. But that being said, I think all the mayors would agree with this, that our job would not have been possible, and my job would continue to not be successful or possible without city staff. They really run the city and are there nonstop for us and really help us get through. So I want everyone to give a round of applause to our city staff.